Strange facts that can only be found in Japan, where women desire foreign men. Japan is a country known for its rich culture and traditions. There are many customs that you can only find here. That's why many tourists come here to experience these things. So in this video, we will find out what these are. But before we start, maybe you could like and subscribe to this video. This is a big help and means a lot to us content creators. Thank you very much. So let's get started. Number 1, vending machines galore. In Japan, there are so many vending machines. Wherever you go, whether it's by the roadside, train station, mall park, or even in remote areas, you'll find machines selling all sorts of things. But it's not just drinks and snacks. There are vending machines in Japan that sell things you wouldn't expect. In other countries, vending machines usually contain soft drinks, water, and chocolate. But in Japan, there are so many choices. There are vending machines that sell hot food like ramen, burgers, and fried chicken. There are also those that offer canned foods like curry rice and noodles. Besides food, vending machines also offer fresh eggs, rice, fruits, and vegetables. For those who love collecting, there are gashapon vending machines. These are machines that contain small toys placed inside capsules. Usually these have popular anime characters or video game figures. In some places in Japan, there are vending machines that sell electronics like earphones, power banks, and even small appliances. There are also unique vending machines that will surely amaze tourists. One of these is the umbrella vending machine. If you suddenly get caught in the rain and don't have an umbrella with you, there are vending machines that sell disposable umbrellas. There are also vending machines for neckties and socks for employees who are in a hurry and forgot to wear them. In Osaka, there is a vending machine that can print your picture on the foam of your coffee or drink. In other places, there are vending machines that sell exotic meats such as crocodile, deer, and horse meat. For those who love giving flowers, there is a vending machine that contains fresh flowers ready to be given as gifts. In addition, one of the most popular places in Japan with many unique vending machines is the Sagamihara Vending Machine Park in Kanagawa. This place is filled with old vending machines from the 1970s and 1980s that are still working. Here you can buy toasted sandwiches, instant noodles, and different kinds of drinks. Number 2, capsule hotels. The capsule hotel is a unique type of hotel in Japan. Here, instead of regular rooms, guests sleep in small capsules. The capsules are like small boxes or pods that fit only one person. Because of this design, it's cheaper compared to regular hotels and is often used by people who just need a place to stay for one night. The first capsule hotel was opened in 1979 in Osaka, Japan. It was called Capsule in Osaka and was designed by Kisho Kurokawa. Its purpose was to provide cheap accommodation for people who missed the last train home or workers who needed a quick place to rest. Since then, it has become popular and has spread to other countries such as China, South Korea, and India. The capsule is a small space made of plastic or fiberglass. There are 2 levels of capsules inside a hotel. Some are on the upper level and others are on the lower level. For the capsules on the upper level, there is a small ladder to climb up. The standard size of a capsule is 2 meters long, 1 meter wide, and 1.25 meters high. It's just enough for a person to lie down comfortably. Inside the capsule, there's a small light, a ventilator, and a power socket. Some have a television and air conditioning control panel. And for privacy, there's a curtain or a sliding door, but it can't be locked from the outside. Because the space is small, each capsule doesn't have its own bathroom. Instead, there are shared bathrooms where there are clean showers and toilets. Some capsule hotels in Japan offer a public bath, onsen, or sauna. In addition, there are also locker rooms where guests can store their belongings. Other capsule hotels have a common area where guests can relax, read newspapers, or use the Wi-Fi. Some have a cafeteria or vending machines for food and drinks. Number 3, square watermelons. The square watermelon is a unique fruit found in Japan. It is a normal watermelon, but it is grown inside a box to have a square shape. This started in 1970 in Zensuji, Japan. The reason why this was made is to make it easier to store in the refrigerator and so it won't roll when being sliced. To make the square watermelon, the young watermelon is placed in a transparent box. As it grows, it slowly takes the shape of the box. The boxes are made of plastic or glass so that sunlight, which the plant needs, can still get in. This wasn't changed using science or genetic modification, but simply by shaping the fruit as it grows. Meanwhile, square watermelons became popular not as food, but as display items. Because of their unique shape, they are often used as decorations or gifts. They are expensive because only a few are produced each year. Their price ranges from 10,000 to 20,000 yen. In other countries, it's even more expensive and can reach up to 100,000 yen because of shipping and its rarity. However, one problem with square watermelon is that it doesn't taste good. To maintain its square shape, it is harvested early before it ripens. Because of this, the flesh is not sweet and it's hard. That's why most square watermelons are not eaten. Instead, they're only used as decorations. You can see these in expensive stores, hotels, and offices. Only a few square watermelons are made each year. Only about 200 to 400 pieces are harvested, so they are very expensive. Although it's not practical to eat, the square watermelon is proof of the creativity of the Japanese. It showed how the appearance of a simple fruit can be changed to make it more unique and special. Number 4, Maid cafes. A maid cafe is a unique type of restaurant found in Japan. It began in 2001 in Akihabara, Tokyo, a place popular among fans of anime, manga, and video games. At first, these cafes were for otaku, or people who love Japanese pop culture. But eventually, the number of customers increased, including tourists and couples. Because of its unique concept, maid cafes spread not only in Japan, but also in other countries. In a maid cafe, the waitresses are called maids, and they wear French maid outfits with frills, an apron, and a bow. Their job is not just to serve food, but to make the experience special for their customers. When a guest enters, they are greeted with Okiirina saimasu gosu jinsama, which means, "Welcome home, master." Here the customer is treated like a master or a princess. That's why their dining experience becomes unique and fun. Meanwhile, maid cafes don't just offer food. There are also extra services that the maid does to make the guest happy. One of the popular services is decorating the food. For example, the maid herself draws with ketchup on top of their omu rice or omelet rice. They often draw hearts, stars, or cat faces to make the food look cuter. There are also mini games like rock, paper, scissors that customers can play with the maid. Sometimes the maid dances or sings to entertain the guests. Many also use the popular phrase momoi-kyun, which is a way of showing happiness or adding magic to the customer's food. Although maid cafes are fun, they also have strict rules. It's forbidden to ask the maids about their personal lives. Taking pictures of them is also not allowed, unless you have permission. Another thing that's not allowed is any behavior that could embarrass or hurt the maid. These rules are followed to maintain respect between the maid and the guests. In addition, maid cafes have different themes. Some have a Victorian theme where the maids wear classical dresses from the Victorian era. There are also neko cafes where the maids have cat ears and tails to make their appearance cuter. Number 5, Kentucky Fried Chicken for Christmas. In Japan, eating Kentucky Fried Chicken during Christmas is an unusual tradition. This started in 1974 when Kentucky Fried Chicken Japan launched the campaign Kurisumasu ni wa Kentucky, which means Kentucky for Christmas. The idea came from a foreign customer who complained that there was no turkey in Japan for Christmas. Because of this, a Kentucky Fried Chicken employee thought of making fried chicken an alternative Christmas meal. Since then, it has become a tradition in Japan. Meanwhile, in ancient times, Christmas was not really celebrated in Japan because there were only a few Christians. But because of Kentucky Fried Chicken's effective marketing, eating fried chicken has become a part of the holiday season for the Japanese. Now, millions of families in Japan buy Kentucky Fried Chicken during Christmas. Reports say nearly 3.5 million families enjoy this tradition yearly. Because so many people want to buy, long lines can be seen at Kentucky Fried Chicken stores during Christmas. And to avoid inconvenience, many people pre-order their Christmas meals weeks or even months before the holiday. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Japan offers special Christmas party barrels that contain fried chicken, side dishes like lasagna or salad, and sometimes even cake. The price of these packages ranges from $30 to $50, depending on the amount of food. Aside from eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, Christmas in Japan is also a special day for couples. Couples often go on dates in scenic spots with Christmas lights and decor. Popular destinations include Kobe Luminary and Hustenbosch Kingdom of Lights. In Japan, Christmas isn't really about family, but it's more romantic for friends or couples. Also, another reason why Kentucky Fried Chicken is popular during Christmas in Japan is because of the image of Colonel Sanders, the mascot of Kentucky Fried Chicken. He is often dressed as Santa Claus, which makes him even more a part of the holiday celebrations. In many Kentucky Fried Chicken stores, you can see a statue of Colonel Sanders wearing a red Santa outfit, which enhances the Christmas spirit. Number 6. Fake food displays sampuru. Sampuru are fake foods that can be seen in restaurants in Japan. These are used to show what the food on the menu looks like. Because they are made with so much detail, they look like real food. This tradition started in 1932 when Takizo Iwasaki created the first wax model of an omelet with rice. Since then, it has become a part of Japan's food culture. At first, wax was used to make sampuru, but later it was replaced with plastic, so it would last longer and not be easily damaged. This is especially important for foreigners who can't read Japanese, because through sampuru they can see what the food they are going to order looks like. Meanwhile, making sampuru is a delicate process. Each part of the food, such as vegetables, meat, rice, and others, is made separately to make it look real. Polyvinyl chloride, a type of durable plastic, is used for this. Each piece is molded and hand-painted to bring out the natural color of the food. After being put together, it already looks like real food. Likewise, because of the popularity of sampuru, its industry has become big in Japan. Iwasaki BI and Maizuru are two of the biggest companies that make food replicas. Iwasaki BI was founded by Takizo Iwasaki himself, and until now it still leads in making fake food in Japan. In Kababashidori in Tokyo and Dogoyasuji in Osaka, there are shops that sell sampuru as souvenirs or decorations. Kababashidori, known as Kitchen Town, is a famous place where you can buy kitchenware as well as food displays. In fact, making sampuru is not just a simple job, but a form of art. The people who make these have advanced skills in molding and painting to make each food look real. In Japan, there are also competitions where artisans showcase their skills in making sampuru. But aside from being displays in restaurants, sampuru is also used in education. It is used in nutritional education to show the proper portion sizes and a balanced diet. Because of this, it's easier for people to understand how much food they should eat. Number 7, umbrella etiquette. In Japan, using an umbrella is not just for protection from the rain or sun. There are also rules and proper manners when using it. This is not commonly seen in other countries. That's why foreigners might be surprised at how important proper umbrella use is in Japan. During the rainy season, almost everyone carries an umbrella. Many people use transparent plastic umbrellas because they're cheap and easy to buy at convenience stores. There are also free umbrellas in some places that you can borrow and return after using. You can also find sturdier umbrellas at department stores. Related to this, when entering stores, restaurants, or offices, you should not bring in a wet umbrella if it doesn't have a cover. Usually there is an umbrella stand outside where you can leave your umbrella. In some places there are lockable umbrella stands with keys to prevent umbrellas from getting lost. In fact, when walking in crowded places, you need to be careful when handling your umbrella. Don't swing it around or raise it too high so you don't hurt other people. When you meet someone else carrying an umbrella, it's good manners to slightly lower or raise your umbrella so they don't bump into each other. Because of this, some people prefer transparent umbrellas so they can see where they're going and avoid accidents. Similarly, using an umbrella while cycling in Japan is also banned. This is also dangerous, and there is a law that prohibits it. Instead, there are umbrella holders available for purchase that can be attached to the bicycle, so you don't have to hold the umbrella while riding. However, broken umbrellas should not be thrown just anywhere. Japan has a specific way to dispose of trash. Umbrellas are considered non-burnable waste, so there is a designated day for their collection. In some areas, you must disassemble the umbrella, separating the fabric and metal before disposal. If you're not sure, you can ask the hotel staff or the local office about the proper way to dispose of it. In addition to this, umbrellas in Japan are not only used for rain. Many people also use them for sun protection. Especially women use ultraviolet protection umbrellas so they don't get too hot. Number 8. Napping at work, Inemuri. In Japan, there is a unique custom called Inemuri. This is taking a short nap while at work or in a public place. In other countries, this kind of behavior might be seen as laziness, but in Japan, it is a sign of hard work. For them, a person who gets tired and takes a short nap is hardworking and serious about his job. Meanwhile, the word Inemuri comes from two parts. Ina, which means sleeping, and muri, which means being present. In other words, even when a person is sleeping, it's as if he is still awake to his surroundings. This kind of sleep is not deep, so he can easily wake up if necessary. Meanwhile, Inemuri is common in offices. You can also see it on trains, buses, and even in meetings. Some employees sleep while sitting at their desks. There are also some who briefly close their eyes while listening in a meeting. In Japan, this is not embarrassing because others understand that the person is tired from having so much work. In fact, Inemuri is important because it helps the body and mind. Even a short nap can reduce fatigue and increase concentration. A person also becomes more alert after a nap. It also helps lower stress levels and maintain good memory. Because of these benefits, there are some companies in Japan that support Inemuri. There are offices that have special areas for employees who want to take a short rest. Business owners believe that if their employees get enough rest, they will be more productive. But even though Inemuri is accepted, there are still some rules. First, you shouldn't lie down or get too comfortable. Usually this is done while just sitting or leaning. Second, you shouldn't disturb others. For example, if you're in a meeting, sleeping shouldn't be a disturbance. Third, this shouldn't be done all the time. Inemuri is only for brief moments of tiredness and shouldn't be abused. Number 9. Kanemaru Matsuri, Festival of the Steel Phallus. The Kanemaru Matsuri, also known as the Festival of the Steel Phallus, is a unique festival in Kawasaki, Japan. It is held every first week of April at the Kaneyama Shrine, a shrine associated with marriage, health, and protection against sexually transmitted diseases. Many people, especially tourists, come here because of the festival's unique theme. Even though it may seem like just for fun, it has a deep history and meaning in Japanese culture. According to legend, there was a demon that hid inside a woman's private part. Whenever a man tried to have intercourse with her, the demon would bite their private part. Fearing for her safety, the woman asked a blacksmith to craft her an iron private part. When it was inserted into her, the demon's teeth broke and she was finally freed from the curse. Since then, the iron private part symbolized protection and prosperity. Over time, it became part of a festival to celebrate fertility, protection of health, and a harmonious marriage. At the Kanemaru Matsuri, there is a parade of 3 mikoshi, or portable shrines shaped like a phallus, or male genitalia. The first is the Kanemaru Mikoshi, a wooden statue. The second is the Kanayama boat Mikoshi, a black iron phallus. And the third is the Elizabeth Mikoshi, which is a large pink phallus donated by a drag queen club. The parade is attended by many people wearing colorful costumes and joyfully joining in the celebration. Aside from the parade, there are many shops around the shrine selling candies, toys, and souvenirs shaped like male genitalia. Many people buy these not just for fun, but also to pray for their health and good luck in married life. The proceeds from the festival are used for research against human immunodeficiency virus and other diseases. Number 10, manga. Manga refers to comics originating from Japan. It is one of the most important parts of their culture. The word manga means a story with drawings. In other countries, comics are often for children, but in Japan, manga is for everyone. There is manga for children, teenagers, and adults. There are different themes and stories depending on the reader's age. Meanwhile, in the 12th century, there were scrolls or long pieces of paper with pictures. A famous example of this is Chokujin Butsugiga, which is a series of pictures of animals moving like humans. During the Edo period, illustrated books like Toba Ehon appeared. Likewise, manga is unique compared to other comics in the world. First, it is read from right to left. It is also different from Western comics, which are read from left to right. Second, there are many types of manga depending on the reader's age. Shonen manga is for young boys like Naruto and One Piece. Shoujo manga targets young girls such as Sailor Moon and Cardcaptor Sakura. Seinen manga is for older males like Attack on Titan and One Punch Man. And josei manga is for older females like Nana and Paradise Kiss. Additionally, another reason why manga is unique is because of its deep stories. It's not just about action or comedy. Manga also covered drama, mystery, horror, and philosophy themes. For example, Death Note is about morality and justice, while Attack on Titan has themes of war and freedom. In fact, many of these last for many years. For example, One Piece began in 1997 and still isn't finished. Manga is cheap and easy to buy in Japan. It's also available at train stations, bookstores, and convenience stores. There are also magazines like Shonen Jump that release new stories every week.